to stack star.
Glaciers, where life's journey ends its stride. Snowflakes, where mortal wishes reside. Yearning for the everlasting. Wishing for divine understanding. Seeking to hold one fleeting farewell. Listen, the glacier whispers in grace. Rest now in my eternal embrace.
Let's go boom.
Hey, so back to the whole money thing, yeah? Everyone just gives you coin.
In cute little red envelopes. But yeah,
Ka-ching! Skr! What, just buy whatever you want? Wait, do I have to give everyone money?
We're here. 恭喜发财.
Oh, okay.
this place is nice.
Yeah, this is a vibe. Okay, glad I got dressed up.
This is dressed up.
Come on, you know red's my color.
Yeah, ay, 恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，红包交出来，哎，恭喜恭喜恭喜，恭喜你发财，恭喜恭喜恭喜，恭喜你发财，恭喜你，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，红包交出来。Oh, she got me shitting, she really got me shitting. I can make you freezing 'cause I'm fucking living legend. I drive me foreign car, I got a lot of guap. I buy me designer shit, I don't worry about the charge.
Okay, fine. That was better than saying.
Yeah, that's my kind of people, you know. That's what. When we coming back, guys.
恭喜你，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，红包交出来。
Welcome to Stack Star.
Glaciers, where life's journey ends its stride. Snowflakes, where mortal wishes reside. Yearning for the everlasting. Wishing for divine understanding. Seeking to hold one fleeting farewell. Listen, the glacier whispers in grace. Rest now in my eternal embrace.
Let's go boom. Let's go boom.
Hey, so back to the whole money thing, yeah? Everyone just gives you coin.
In cute little red envelopes. But yeah,
Ka-ching! Skrrr. What, just buy whatever you want? Wait, do I have to give everyone money?
Okay. Once again, welcome to Project 160 Double Trouble, and we are right now in the quarterfinals of Project 160 Double Trouble. My name is Jet, and I'll be your caster for today. And together with me is Mike. Moike, how are you today?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me, Jet. Again, thank you for having me. Welcome everyone to Project 160 Double Trouble Duo Tournament, where duos will be battling out in a best of three and best of one. Sorry, for the quarterfinals, to be followed by the best of three in the semis, and ending it all. Of course, with a prize pool of 10,000 pesos. And now I also have here the sponsors for this event, our event partners. That's gonna be Smirnoff, Blue Mint, of course, CLX Production, and also Aureole Esports, and yeah.
Okay, and also we would like to thank XtobaL'z Gaming with that. And for the prize pool, it is a split between 5 games, just like Mobile Legends Bang Bang, PUBG Mobile, Call of Duty Mobile, Valorant, and for the upcoming Farlight 84. So for the champion of this tournament, we are going to award them 1,200 pesos. First runner-up will get 500 pesos, and second runner-up will get 300 pesos. And also, prizes coming from one of our sponsors, Smirnoff Mule, will be given to the winners as well. So, Mike, how excited are you with the upcoming games right now?
Yes, exactly. I'm very excited for the upcoming games, where it's gonna be actually it's gonna be a game of swift play between the duos, and I'm very excited on how they will actually go with the synergy here, how they plan to actually execute their combo, and just really strategy, and just really prove to themselves that they can do it just the two of them really, and just it's all about connecting with each other at this point. But yeah, again, for those of you viewers here, comment, like, share the stream, show your support, and hopefully your team, of course, they will win.
Okay, so let us explain now the bracketing right now with the Double Trouble Valorant. So we have currently for our quarterfinalists, we have Kuratong Balaleng will be facing up with I Miss You in the next game. We also have on incoming, we are going to have Stormy's parents um taking up blue copy, and then we have Unfair Plum facing
And
Eminem, and Batman and Robin will be facing up against Mission Impossible. So actually this is just a best of one, so these players should actually give their best. So Mike, tell me more about these one.
yes, again, this is gonna be played on Breeze, and for now, the upcoming match will be Kuraktong Balileng versus I Miss You. And now Breeze, actually a map where you have to take control of mid, because once you take control of one side, it's only like you can actually have many options to choose to where to get inside. And when you take control of that mid, of course, that's like an advantage for the attackers. But also, for the rest of the teams, really, it's just gonna be a duo. So it just really depends on the synergy of the two. What do you think as
Yes.
well?
Yes, I agree with that. And it also depends on how they maximize the map and how they maximize the lesser population in this in this particular game. Since they are presenting and they are playing right now in duos, we can say that it would be tougher for them to get eliminated right away, or we could say that they would be able to move particularly to the objective side of the game. And I think they could actually use those objectives to actually strategize whether they will achieve those objectives first, or they would actually do a decoy on that to be able for them to eliminate the opposing team. It would could be a strategy for the attackers to actually do a decoy for that, and it would be a challenge for the defenders, as we can say, since it would be tough for them to actually scout the map because of just them being two. So that's what I'm thinking right now. Um, all right, so I think we will be almost ready for the upcoming game between Kuratong Balaleng and I Miss You, and I hope this will be a very exciting matchup. This will be very intriguing, and since this is the knockout stage with the best of one, and swift play to take note, it would be very exciting, very fast paced, might be very action packed, and this will be giving the players on the edge of their seats because they need to be on their best, because it's always a win or go home situation when it comes to this quarterfinals, Mike. So as we can see with the camera right now, both players are actually in their selection stage. So Mike, what do you think about this?
Well, yeah, now with the picking phase. But first, before I'd like to talk about the agents, actually, I'd like to bring that up in the team camera one there with the Smirnoff Mule. It's gonna be, of course, one of our sponsors, Smirnoff Mule Philippines. Thank you so much. We'll be talking more about Smirnoff later on. Yes, we're showing it now.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll be bringing that up later on. But for now, let's go back to the game with I Miss Her picking up Reina. Of course, I think that's usually the best picks for people naming I Miss You, I Miss Her. It's gonna be Reina or Jet. To be followed by I Miss Him. Oh, that's gonna be Gecko, and of course that's gonna be again Cypher and Gecko, which is actually surprising. Considering I think the team of Kratong Balileng, they will actually go for just a bit of a strategy, not really taking their, not really pushing it to their not really being aggressive with the duelists, but just taking their time with this, with a controller and a sentinel.
Yes, and I agree with that. The cipher pick actually is quite intriguing because I think Kuratong Balaleng wants to scout. They want to do map control first before doing objectives, because with map control they will be able to get very vital information on where their opponent's locations are, and they would be able to probably strategize on how they are going to attack this particular game. So we are starting right now on the buy phase. we are starting to heat things up here, Mike. So this is quite interesting. I'm very excited with this game right now. So let's see what is going on here, Mike.
And yes, exactly 5 seconds remaining on the clock before the round actually starts. Again, this is just gonna be swift plays. Swift play best. For the first team to reach 5 will win, and I think that the team of Kuratong Maleleng will have to push through
Last
B.
player
But of
standing.
course, already Gecko is already eliminated. And also already they took control of the site. Now Ramika will go for that plant, and I miss him.
Planted.
Will try to
Right
go
there.
for that clutch.
Okay, so as we can see, I think it would be a disadvantage coming in from I Miss You because I Miss Him is missing his shots right now. And let's see what will he do if he can take them to V1. And hopefully his shots won't miss because as apparently Kuratong Balaleng was able to eliminate him, giving them a 1-0 lead for the attacker side. So let's see how will I Miss Him and I Miss Her do things on this way now that they were able to taste how Kuratong Balaleng works as their syndicate.
Yes, exactly. I think it's they have a little bit of a disadvantage here for the defender side because they're gonna have to separate, and of course that's the strategy of Kuratong Balileng. They will just have to push that us together, and when they do that, it's just really a 2v1 scenario. It's hard, especially for I Miss Her to take at least one of them. So of course I Miss Her will have to take them control, take one of.
Right there.
Just take the duels one by one. But of course, we can see Hiramika just scouting it here. And of course, just really, they're again going for B at this point with RZ going in from mid. And she's not even aware.
Here.
Okay, so I think what's going to happen right now is there's a crossfire going in, and Ramika actually eliminating I Miss Her again. I Miss Her being the first casualty on the first two
Spike
games, and
planted.
now the attacker side is actually planting the spike. Now, can I Miss Him get back on this one, or it will be the same story all over again? So we'll see how would their new weapons make a difference on this one, as there would be a crossfire going on. I Miss Him down to 54 life, and let's see what's going to happen. And there is a flawless victory once again for Kuratong Balaleng. Very organized. There you go.
Yeah, as we have seen already. Again, I Miss Her is really at a disadvantage at this point. And now we can actually see I Miss You's team going in together just to guard B side and mid. But of course, I think Kuratong Balaleng will have already predicted that by now, so they're gonna go for A. Hopefully, they're gonna have enough time to rotate at this point. But again, they're at a previous round. Of course, I Miss You's team will have to lose that one because they were really at a disadvantage with their eco. And for now, I Miss You's team will have to push from B, while the rest, while Kuratong Balileng will go for an A push.
Okay, as we can see, I think they are not meeting halfway, and I think crossfires will be going on later. But I think there was a gunshot just to create a signal, probably a decoy, for the side to actually plant their spike. And there you go, spike planted for Kuratong Balaleng. Now let's see how will I Miss You. I Miss You will be able to defuse this particular bomb. I think Kuratong Balaleng has been assaulting these spikes very well, and there's an elimination going in. I Miss Him. Meanwhile, there's a gunshot going on, and it is a 1v1 situation going on right now. Let's see if I Miss Him can eliminate RZ. Meanwhile, I Miss Him trying to defuse while distracting, but I think he's going to cut it because he might be open. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another clutch going from RZ, giving Kuratong Balaleng a 3-0 advantage.
Last round before the switch.
And
Okay.
wow, already 3-0 in favor of Kuratong Balileng. Their agent picks are just really wonderful at this point. With Gecko just really going for that push. The two of them really just working it out as attackers. And of course, that round really ended with Cypher's favor because, of course, Cypher was just there, just waiting for the plant. Of course, they're doing with an open plant just to like avoid that just to avoid that strategy where Wingman will defuse in cover. And now Ramika going for that thrash, just releasing the piece, and no one's at B side. So the B is clear. They're gonna go for that push while the rest of I Miss You will be pushing from mid. Wingman is already starting to plant, and now Ramika will hold on to them. He will actually pick, and I Miss Her will take down Ramika. Spike has been planted though. If Lear will be out, Cypher will be waiting for them. We will be scaring them. Cage is on. Wingman will start to defuse. He takes on the Wingman, but of course I Miss Her will take that down. Ending that round with, of course, a 3-1. Still in favor of Kuratong Baleleng.
Okay, so I think it was crucial for I Miss You to actually stick together because as we can see, Kuratong Baleleng tried to split up and then they were eliminated one by one. Meanwhile, and as we can see right now, a switch has happened. Now, Kuratong Baleleng will be defending their territories, and I Miss You will be on the attacker side. So let's see what's going to happen right now when the role switch. Would it be the same as before, or I Miss You will be able to do things better because they are now probably on their preferred side?
Yes. I'd like to talk about Kuratong Baleleng's pick again. I think it's really commendable for a Cypher pick again when you're playing in a 2v2 situation, because of course Cypher can really hold one side. He can even hold out against a team pushing in. How much more with just two people at this point? Of course, when Cypher's trips are gonna be activated, then Gecko will have the time to rotate, and now I Miss You's team will gonna go for a mid push.
Actually, I commend the Cypher pick earlier because I think Cypher would be very crucial to less people situations, such as because the information is very important and that is Cypher's specialty. But he's eliminated right now, and the defenders will be able to probably fight, or no, not yet. And let's see what's going to happen as Ramika is actually going on forward to try to defend, and he got eliminated at that point, so it would be an I Miss You point. And I think I Miss You's momentum is starting to build up and their confidence going high because they have been winning the last few rounds currently. So I think that it could be a swing. So I think Kuratong Baleleng should fix something on their end.
Yes, I'd like to point out the mistake, maybe just a potential mistake of Kuratong Baleleng Cypher over there. He had only placed one tripwire in B. That's gonna be the entrance. He didn't actually take cover on the mid part because I think he just really went in for the ghost buy, and that actually made him lose that round. Of course, to be followed by the last Kuratong Baleleng's player. But for now, we're gonna have to see I Miss You's team going for the A push, just taking their time, actually gathering some information based on footsteps. But I think that's the only clue they're gonna have.
The good thing about I Miss You currently is that they're sticking together, and because since Kuratong Baleleng sometimes split because of the confidence having a Cypher in their team, I think it could be used as a disadvantage for them because they have a tendency to split up, and then they can be eliminated by two people versus one. Sometimes two people can win. Most of the time, two people always wins against one person. So meanwhile, the spike is already planted here, and there's some utilities going on here to be able for them to probably disrupt that crossfire. And have it, I Miss Her eliminating one. It would be a 1v1 situation here, but Reyna got her head blown over there by Ramika, and Ramika, for the icing on the cake, will be diffusing that bomb for the match point.
Wow, very impressive. A clutch for Ramika, as you can see. It was actually the advantage. It was actually the round was actually in favor of I Miss You's team, but of course Ramika with the sheriff, just a bullet to the head, takes down I Miss Her. But Cypher actually took that Gecko, but you know it was actually still in the favor of I Miss You's team, but still Ramika just really good with that sheriff aim. And for now, it's gonna be a 4-2 leading. That's gonna be Kuratong Baleleng. That's actually the match point for them. One more win, and they move into semifinals in the best of 3. Now the shots are been transferred. Ramika will take down I Miss Her, and Thrash will likely be activated, and Cypher will
Defenders
end
win.
that game, taking down I Miss Him. That's gonna be a win for Kuratong Baleleng.
So congratulations to Kuratong Balaleng for winning this round for the winning the quarterfinals 5-2 against I Miss You. So Kuratong Balaleng will be proceeding to the semifinals. So Mike, let's see about the victory spotlight going on with Kuratong Balaleng, and then let's see what are the key points to the victory of Kuratong Balaleng. What do you think?
Well, yes, I'd like to take on, of course, with Kuratong Baleleng. They were just actually good. Again, number one was just really the Cypher pick. It was a very good pick when it comes down to it. Though they still made a mistake on that part, especially when defending. But still, in the end, they managed. And of course, Ramika's aim, it was really one for the books as well. And of course, that mid play just to end the game, it was actually probably a mistake for I Miss You's team. And of course, Kuratong Baleleng is just good at taking control of mid with the mid doors, and of course from mid to B entrance. Of course, Cypher and Gecko just peeking them all together. It's gonna be hard for I Miss You's team to really choose on which agent to shoot. How about you? What do you think?
I think also the same thing because the cipher pick was quite crucial for them to actually view how the map works and view how I Miss You is actually working on as a duo. So as we can see during the onset of the games, usually I Miss You is sticking together, which also sometimes goes to their advantage because as we can see, Kuratong Balaleng tends to split up because of the cipher pick and the information being taken. So it could be sometimes a double-edged sword because if there are two players versus one, most of the time it would be the two people would be winning against one. But in this case, knowing with the cipher pick, we can say that probably there would be communications going on from Cypher to Gecko, and there would be things that they will be able to anticipate where I Miss You's team is moving, probably on A, probably on B, probably on mid, and they will be able to actually counter how I Miss You's team is going to assault those particular maps, or how I Miss You's team is going to defend on those particular maps. So there you have. I think it's a crucial pick since this is a best of one series. It is a very crucial thing for these players to actually do the pick the right agent in particular situations. That's why probably the cipher pick was quite crucial in getting that victory for Kuratong Balaleng.
And yeah, of course, I'd like to ask you as well, if ever we're in this game, who would you pick and why?
It would be hard because we need to also. It would be hard, but it would be hard for me to pick who is going to win in this particular tournament because we need to analyze a lot of factors in this particular tournament. Number one is that of course the mechanical skill and the technical skill of both players. Second would be um their mental fortitude would be a great factor because sometimes knockout stages would take a toll, not just physically but mentally, because the pressure is there. And the higher the stakes are, the bigger the pressure is. So we need to also see what our upcoming games will be, and probably we could actually decide or probably get some favorites on this one, Mike. And I think I'm more than excited to see our upcoming games. That's why I want to see what's going to happen to the other facets of the quarterfinals on this one. Since this is a best of one series, this would be very quick. Agent selection would be one of the most crucial one of the most crucial factors on this particular tournament because this is a best of one. It would be a knockout, win or go home. So I think it would still be it would still be difficult to actually select who will actually prevail in this particular tournament at this stage yet. Right? How about you?
Yeah, of course. Now in the leaderboard, that's gonna be Kuratong Baliling who will be going for the semifinals later on. We're gonna have to see Stormy's parents versus Blue Copy, and yeah, of course, I'd like to take. Actually, I'd like to mention the mental fortitude. It's just gonna be 5 rounds. there has to be pressure building up, really, just with this, just really a few rounds ending that with a 5 point lead. It's gonna have to set players with a lot of pressure, just going for that. Either if they start to lose some rounds, of course they will lose their eco rounds. That's they only have a small possibility of winning that. But yeah, if they start to lose, then of course they're gonna have to sacrifice rounds. And when they start sacrificing those rounds, they will have to be at a disadvantage. And of course, the mental fortitude will be a bit of a nudge there. So it's gonna be a bit the disadvantage for them. Also, for the winning teams, their mental fortitude would go up as well. And yeah, I think that's also one of the major factors aside from the agent pickings. And now, I think the next game would be Stormy's parents versus Blue Copy. And yeah, of course, again, I'd like to ask you, which agent would you like to pick if ever you get the chance to play for the Double Trouble Duo tournament?
I think, for example, for duo tournaments with like this, probably the Cypher pick would be one, and I think other agents on the probably controller side, or something that that can scout locations and can scout can actually do map controls. Yes, the controllers would be very vital for this one, and probably a flex between controllers and sentinels, probably controller or duelist. It depends on how you mix up and how you do a combination between two agents, because of course they have specifics and they have their specialties. Probably one would be a controller, one would be a duelist, because we need something to, or someone to actually eliminate your opponents very quickly, and the duelists would be the perfect fit for that. And to be able to augment the lack of information for the duelist, I think the controllers would be the one who will be a perfect fit for that, because controllers are specifically good in what do you call that? Are specifically good in map information and actually locating other agents with that. So I think it would be a good combination between a duelist and a controller for me. But that's just me though, and I think these gamers are more versed and can make more combinations that we could be surprised of, and I would love to see that unveil in front of me. So Mike, how about you?
Yeah, I agree with you. I totally agree. For me though, personally, I'd rather go with maybe an initiator controller combo, but uh, as me personally, I love initiators, and I think it's just really at those situations where initiators they actually have the potential to clutch rounds, especially when their duo is down. But for now, we'll have to go to see the picking with 8 seconds remaining. That's Stormy's dad will go for a Sova pick, and now Jet also will have to take of course Jet. Also here at the other side, it's gonna be from Blue Copy. K-Amp will have to take Reyna, followed by Crazy MD taking Jet. And now we can actually see the team cameras here. The tensions are high at this point. And of course, I think this is like one of the I think we'll actually see more players here, of course, again from the team spotlights, and of course from the other team as well. Again, we are gonna have to see that Smirnoff Mule logo, because this event is sponsored by Smirnoff Mule Philippines. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. As we can see earlier, there was a Sova Jet pick coming in from Stormy's parents, and I think they were listening to me at that time, because we all know Sova is good at information gathering and locating your agents, and Jet can actually eliminate you in a flash. So we'll see how Blue Copy with their double duelist combination right here with a Reyna and Jet stand up against this Sova Jet combination coming in from Stormy's parents. Now, let us begin the second part of the quarterfinals between Stormy's parents and Blue Copy, just here at Project 160 Double Trouble. So let's begin with this one, Mike.
And now, yes, first round of the game. Of course, the winner of this game will have to face Kuratong Balileng later on in the semifinals. Gonna be 3. But of course, Crazy MD will encounter 2 of them. Reina will go for the backup, and KM takes down with a double kill. That's already 1 point for the side of Blue Copy.
Okay, there you have it. A swift tactical assault coming in from Blue Copy, getting that first point. Probably this double duels could actually work for them, and we'll see how Blue Copy will actually keep up with this momentum, and how we'll see how Stormy's parents will adjust according to what is going on with the previous round. Let's see what's going to happen next.
And yes, I think in the first round, it was really on the side. It was really on the favor of Blue Copy because as duelists, they were actually clumped together. And when Jet was actually wounded, Keamb was there to adventure. But Keamb will have to take that kill, going for that Bulldog, and will have to scare them away, going for the Leer and pushing already. Keamb just a beast at this point. Jet will have to sacrifice his dash. Another blind going in, and Keamb will take that kill, taking that round again. 2-0 in favor of Blue Copy.
Wow, Keamb is actually doing things right now. Keamb is the only one that has the kill in this entire set, and it's an advantage right now for Blue Copy. Now Blue Copy has a 2-0 advantage. Let us see how we still need to see how will Stormy's parents adjust on this one, and as the pressure piles up on this one, they need to get a win.
Yes, exactly. Of course, I think I'm really, maybe Stormy's parents will start to take this round because of course this is their buy round, and now Blue Copy is in the eco round. But of course, Crazy MD will take that kill with just an outlaw, ending that with a double kill. And again, that's a 3-0. Just a sweep.
Okay, so it is the last round right now in the half, and let's see if Blue Copy will actually push through a match point, or will Stormy's parents remove the O in their scoreboard. So let's see what's going to happen. And as we can see from the team camera, cheers over there. Cheers for the cheers for the Smirnoff over there. So let's see what's going to happen with Stormy's dad and Jet. Still trying to get 1 win from this round. Meanwhile, Blue Copy is actually doing things to actually maintain their lead. Now we can see that they are clumped together near side A, and there you have it. Crazy MD eliminating again one of them, and 2 of them. Crazy MD now with 4 frags, and speaking of 4 frags, Crazy MD gets 4 frags. Leamp gets 4 frags, and Blue Copy gets 4 wins against Stormy's parents with none. So let's see what's going to happen right now. Would this be the last round, or would Stormy's parents try to crawl up like an underdog? Let's see what's going to happen. Would it be total domination, or would there be a comeback story going to happen here right now that the roles have reversed?
And yes, I think maybe Blue Copy will have another advantage here. Though again, they're duelists, and yes, they're attackers. That side is actually on them. They have the advantage here. But I think for now they will go for a B push. The best thing maybe Stormy's parents could do here is actually go for a retake. But now Recon Dart will scan no one. Jet will push ahead. He's actually spot already, and takes down Keamb, and just really waiting for Crazy MD to pop up. He goes for the pick, goes for the duel, but Crazy MD will take that kill. Now Sova will go for will go through mid now. Stormy's dad while looking for Crazy MD.
This would be a very high pressure situation coming in for Stormy's parents, most especially Stormy's dad, as he is the only one living here right now, and his death would actually mean elimination for Stormy's parents and Blue Copy going into the semifinals. So let's see how would Stormy's parents how would Stormy's dad actually handle the pressure right here. But to his advantage, Jet is actually has a half life remaining, so it could be and yes, their O is gone right now. Stormy's parents gets 1 win on this round.
We can do this.
Now we can see still 3 match points in favor of Blue Copy. probably they just wanted to test Stormy's parents, but we will never know what's going to happen. It could be a comeback story, but the story could end right here, right now. Let's see what's going to happen, Mike.
And yes, looking at the economy right now, Stormy's dad and Jet will go for a bulldog with a full shield. Crazy MD going for a risky play here with an outlaw, no shield, while also Camp will go for a sheriff and a full shield. Stormy's dad will go for a recon dart. It will not scan, and of course the rest. Now actually, Blue Copy will go for a separate push with Crazy MD going from a Cam will go for the sheriff and takes down Jet. Stormy's dad also takes down Crazy MD. It's gonna be between versus Cam versus Sova, and now really Cam has already an information on where Stormy's dad is, and hopefully he might have not actually noticed that he's actually going for a slow push towards B, even though Stormy's dad was in A.
Let's see what's going to happen right now, as we can see that both players are coast to coast. Meanwhile, Keam will be planting that spike, pressuring Stormy's dad to actually approach that spike to be able for them to clash. Let's see what's going to happen here right now as... and and let's see what's going to happen. Stormy's dad very fresh, very... right here, right now, in a very high pressure situation, and he's got hit with 81 HP remaining. There you have it. That will be the end of our round. Blue Copy will be able to get that win, going to the semifinals with a 5-1 victory. So with everybody here, let's see, they'll be showing up their yes, cheers for everybody. That would be the essence of we're double trouble here. Everyone having fun. That is one of the most important things in this tournament. Everyone having fun as we race our Smirnoff Mules.
And yes, now I think the really good strategy for Blue Copy. I think their duelist synergy just really worked well for them. Even though to the side of Stormy's parents against with Sova and a Jet combo, it wasn't enough though to take that to take the win against Reina and Jet combo. It just really shows that Reina and Jet can actually create some chaos. Of course, again, seeing that of course with the first round, just Jet peeking in, and when he was low, Reina was there to peek, and just really Reina has his back. At the same time, when Reina is low, then Jet has his back as well, ending the game really fast at 5-1 again in favor of Blue Copy. And now Blue Copy will have to face Kuratong Baleng later on.
I agree with that, and this will be very exciting for that. As Kuratong Baleleng will be facing Blue Copy in the semifinals, but meanwhile we'll be having a very brisk break right here, right now, and you are still here with us in Project 160 Double Trouble. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Stack Star.
Glaciers, where life's journey ends its stride. Snowflakes, where mortal wishes reside. Yearning for the everlasting. Wishing for divine understanding. Seeking to hold one fleeting farewell. Listen, the glacier whispers in grace. Rest now in my eternal embrace.
Let's go boom. Let's go boom.
Hey, so back to the whole money thing, yeah? Everyone just gives you coin.
In cute little red envelopes. But yeah,
Ka-ching! Skr! What, just buy whatever you want? Wait, do I have to give everyone money?
We're here. 恭喜发财。
Oh, okay.
this place is nice.
Yeah, this is a vibe. Okay, glad I got dressed up.
This is dressed up.
Come on, you know red's my color.
Yeah, ay, ha, 恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，哈，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，哈，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，哈，红包交出来，哎，恭喜恭喜恭喜，哈，恭喜你发财，哈，恭喜恭喜恭喜，哈，恭喜你发财，恭喜你，哈，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，哈，红包交出来。Oh, she got me shitting, she really got me shitting. I can make you freezing 'cause I'm fucking living legend. I drive it for your car, I got a lot of guap. I buy me designer shit, I don't worry for the charge.
Okay, fine. That was better than staying.
Yeah, that's my kind of people, you know. That's what. When we coming back, guys.
恭喜你，哈，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，哈，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，哈，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，哈，红包交出来。
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Project 160 Double Trouble. My name is Jet, and together with me is still Moike. Moike.
And yes, again, I'll be taking that from you. Again, welcome again. Please do like, comment, share the stream. And of course, again, welcome to Double Trouble duo tournament, where in this Valorant game of Swift Play, the teams will be battling it out with a prize pool of 10,000 pesos. Again, of course, it will be divided with the first the winner will be actually taking 1,200 pesos, and to be followed by the first runner up with 500 pesos and the second runner up with the 300 pesos.
Okay, so currently we have two teams right now in the semifinals, and we are very excited to actually continue the second half of our quarterfinals. But before we begin, let's take a moment to recognize the incredible team behind the scenes who brings you all the action and excitement with top-notch production values.
Well, Project 160 Double Trouble Duo Tournament is brought to you by CLX Production, known for their expertise in delivering top-notch esports tournament broadcasts. They elevate the viewer experience to a whole new level.
From seamless transitions to capturing those jaw-dropping crazy gameplays of each team, CLX Production ensures that the viewers will get the best possible experience right here, right now. And yes, thank you very much, CLX Productions.
And so take this moment and hit those like, follow, and share buttons to keep yourself updated with their future events and tournaments. And now we're actually back. Of course, the teams will be back. Of course, we'd like to take note. Kuratong Baleleng and Blue Copies teams are already playing for the semifinals best of 3 off live. But of course, while they're playing, we're gonna have to witness Unfair Plum versus Eminem.
So this would be our group 3 of our quarterfinals, and we've got a fresh start on these teams. But before that, we would like to thank our event partners. We would like to thank Project 160 Double Trouble is presented to you by CLX Production and Project CLX, and we would like to thank our event partners Smirnoff Mule Philippines, XtobaL'z Gaming, Aureole Esports, and Bloomint.
And
So-
yes.
All right, so I think we are still continuing our third part of our quarterfinals and still our map Breeze. So we'll see how will Unfair Plum versus Eminem pick on their particular agents, Mike.
And of course, with Unfair Plum going with a pick of Migs, we'll actually go for Reina, and to be followed by Melody. Melody A will pick Gecko. To the other side as well, that's gonna be Jesus playing as Reina, and Sen just picking something an initiator pick, that's gonna be Gecko. They're gonna go with a mirror game here with Reina versus Gecko. We're gonna have to see here who the best Reina and Gecko combo.
This is quite interesting right now, Mike, as we can see a mirror match going on right now. Who would be a better Reina Gecko combo here? Would it be Unfair Plum or would it be Eminem? So, Mike, what would be the interesting point here when it comes to mirror matches?
Well, I think in mirror matches, we'll of course seeing Reina and Gecko, they're just really gonna have to they're gonna have to use their skills to their advantages here, just to bring out the best in them, and really it's just also I'd like also to take note of their synergy when it comes down to that. Again, in the last game, we have seen Reina Jet, when Jet was low, Reina was there to cover him up. I think it also applies in this one, just really going together as a group, and when someone is getting hit, of course the other has to cover for them. And of course with Reina and Gecko matches, they also have to take note of their enemies' skills, of course, which skills are available to use and which are down. But for now, we're gonna have to see with the team actually going attacking A. What do you think as well?
And I think right now what's going on here is Sen is planting the spike, and we will see how will Unfair Plum respond to this spike planted right now as they are proceeding to site A. Currently we can see that Eminem is splitting on both sides of site A, but Unfair Plum is now clumped together in one area, hopefully supporting each other if a crossfire is going to happen in about a few moments. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. An elimination going in now in a 1v1 situation. Which is going to win? We can see if Melody A is actually defusing the bomb using the wingman, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody
The
take
defenders,
wingman. Come
Eminem
on, let's hear
getting
it.
that particular win, and Eminem getting that 1-0 lead in this first round. So let's see what will Unfair Plum do on this one.
And yes, I'd like to take note, like to mention that I think one of the mistakes, of course, on the defender's side was that Gecko was in copy all alone. And when of course when the attackers just really went in for the charge, went in for the push, especially going with the Dizzy, his aim was thrown off at that point, and of course they were able to use that to their advantage and just take him out there instantly. But of course, while the clash was happening, Reina on the other hand from Eminem takes down of course the Reina from Unfair Plum. Then of course it just really matters on the timing and at that point, and of course the aim. And also when Wingman was defusing, Gecko could have hidden, could have just stayed hidden, but it was still a win for them considering he actually was able to eliminate Reina. But for now, San will be planting the spike, and that's gonna make them rotate towards A.
Let's see what's going to happen here as Unfair Plum has actually planted their spikes at site A, and Eminem is going together in the middle of site A. Let's see what's going to happen if there would be a crossfire going on here, and I think there is currently. Meanwhile, Migs has eliminated the Gecko of Unfair Plum. Meanwhile, the other one is defusing, and the other one is doing a crossfire. So it would be a very busy day for Unfair Plum as Eminem getting that win, and now Eminem 2, Unfair Plum 0. Let's see what's going to happen in the next round.
And yes, Migs taking that kill early on, just going for the defuse while Melody was distracting Jesus. And at that point, really, it was hard since Jesus really has to take down Melody at just quickly at that point. But it won't be enough, I think, because Jesus panicked a bit there. Just he was really focused. He was really thinking too much on just really getting that kill, and I think that really stalled the time, and that led to their demise. That would be the round for the side of Eminem. Of course, 2-0 now. Just three more wins, and they will move on to the semifinals.
And as we can
Last
see,
player
once again,
Spike
Unfair
down.
Plum on site A, still very stubborn, and now they have been eliminated once again by Eminem,
Spike's here.
getting 3 wins to 0. Let's see what's going to happen as we proceed to the last round before the switch.
And yes, last round before the switch, that's gonna be 3-0, 3 in favor of Unfair Plum. Of course, they're gonna us defenders. They just really worked well at that point, going in, just taking care of each other's backs. Though Eminem was actually pushing together, it was still they were still unlucky and they were still unfortunate on that one. As of course, Unfair Plum, they just really they are a strong duo after all, and they just prove that with just a 3-0. And of course, we're gonna have to see some improvements. Maybe, of course, Migs has already noticed, and they're just still gonna hide behind that.
And as we can see,
One
there's a
enemy
crossfire going on side B. Meanwhile, there's an elimination going on from Melody A, eliminating the Reina of the opposing team. Now they're trying to defuse the spike, but there you have it, another win going in for Eminem. They're actually doing it well right now. And would we see a clean sheet going in on this particular tournament? Can Eminem do something that the previous people weren't able to do by giving a clean sheet for their team? Or will Unfair Plum get a win on this round? And this will be probably their last chance if they still want to continue to go and proceed to this particular tournament.
And yes, now, of course, of course, it's gonna be 4-0. It's just really one win at this point. This could be the win for Unfair Plum, or maybe another, maybe some wake up call for Eminem to extend this. Trash will be thrown.
One
Just
enemy
the
remaining.
trash together. Mix will take down. Jesus goes for the spray just to scare Gecko. Now they will push it to Sen, and now Gecko is just really distracting, and Mix will take that kill, ending the round, and it's gonna be a win for and yeah, we're actually going for another round.
And as we can see, it is a 5-0 victory
There.
going in for Eminem. And we will see what is going on to the next round. And we'll see if there would be any changes for the plans in on Unfair Plum as seen. But we will be able to analyze what will be their strategy probably. But since we can see that it would be a win, I think it would be a win for Eminem. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the victory spotlight going in for Eminem. Eminem getting that 5-0 win, getting a clean sheet. Probably it would actually help their confidence going into semifinals while they are waiting for their opponents on this next round. So as we can see, what would be who would be Eminem facing on the next round? Will it be Batman and Robin, or would it be Mission Impossible? So I hope this will be a very action-packed game, just like what's happening right now. And I hope that it would be a very exciting game for us, Mike.
And yes, I'd like to actually take a bit of I'd like to talk about Eminem's team. Of course, it was a mirror match between Gecko and Reina, between Unfair Plum and Eminem. But in the end, really, Eminem just going in for the sweep with a 5-0, ending the game instantly at that point. It just really shows that their duo is really better when it comes to Reina and Gecko. And they will say there can only be one Reina Gecko duo right there. And now for the next game, that's gonna be Batman and Robin versus Mission Impossible. Again, we might witness another mirror match here, but yeah, for you, Jet, what do you think?
I think from the previous matches, I think they would need to adjust things that is going to happen right now. As we can see, if mirror matches will happen, it would be quite crucial for them. So it would be let's say they need to use what information they have gotten from the previous matches to be able for them to maximize and probably win this particular tournament, since they are the last pair to actually compete. Hopefully they will be able to get information of their opponents on the previous rounds so that they will know what strategies they were going to use, what agent combination they are going to use, and how will they take advantage of the strengths that they have and the weaknesses that their opponents have. So it would be very crucial for this team to actually do it. So Mike, how about you?
Yes. But I'd like to take note of the other teams, of course, that already won. Kuratong Balileng again versus Blue Copy. Right now, they're going in for the semifinals off live. While we are gonna wait for now Batman and Robin versus Mission Impossible to start with, again with Breeze. And seeing the previous matches again, I think they have to do something, maybe something unique. I'm looking for something unique with Blue Copy strategy going in for the double duelist with Reina and Jet. Now with Eminem going in for a Reina Gecko, that's gonna be a duelist initiator combo. But yeah, again for the Batman, Robin, and Mission Impossible, both teams maybe will try something new at this point. Maybe both I don't know, Sentinels, or maybe because going both for initiators. And yeah, I'd like to take note of course of the mental fortitude of the teams and their members at that point. It's just really a battle of wits, and of course, when a team takes one member from the enemies, they're just really gonna go ahead for the opponents.
Yes, I agree with that, and I hope that we will be having, and I hope that this tournament will actually give us a very exciting round, since this will be the last part of our quarterfinals, and we will be proceeding to the semifinals next. Now, I hope that this next match would be very exciting, and this will be an action-packed move for um our next competitors, Batman and Robin versus Mission Impossible, so that we will be able to get a very exciting tournament. Um, Project 160 Double Trouble Duo Tournament is fueled by one of our major partners, Smirnoff Mule Philippines.
And yes, Smirnoff has been a pioneer in the world of spirits, bringing people together to celebrate unforgettable moments.
And speaking of unforgettable moments, what better way to enjoy the intense showdowns of Project 160 Double Trouble than with a refreshing Smirnoff Mule in hand?
So to all our viewers out there, grab your favorite Smirnoff beverage, kick back, and get ready to enjoy more exciting matches here in Project 160 Double Trouble. And
So,
now, of
Mike,
course, we'll be
cheers!
taking our Smirnoffs as well. Cheers! Cheers!
Cheers! Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Actually, I haven't opened this. I've been waiting to drink this.
Yes,
So yeah,
yes,
I've
you
been drinking
should.
that.
Okay.
It's just really something. And again, to all the viewers, grab your Smirnoff as you know, as we watch the matches. And really at that point, maybe we'll actually see some very exciting matches now. Maybe since Batman and Robin and also of course Mission Impossible would be drinking Smirnoff while they do their clutch rounds.
And let's see what's going to happen right now if they are drinking their Smirnoff Mule. But as we can see, there's a selection right away. Another Reina Gecko combination. We can see from Mission Impossible, and I think they were having their Smirnoffs. Yes.
Ooh,
Meanwhile,
jeez.
there's a Chamber and a Sage probably on the side of Batman and Robin. So as we enjoy our Smirnoff Mules, ladies and gentlemen, just like our players here, I hope we begin and let's just have fun and never forget to enjoy responsibly.
Yes. Now,
Yes.
of course, as we rate for the players here, again, Batman and Robin versus Mission Impossible. Now they're in the game. Mission Impossible, of course, with Prisma playing as Fade and Chamber, and of course, to the side of Batman and Robin, it's gonna be Gecko and Reina. It's another interesting match here. It's gonna be a Sentinel and Initiator combo. But of course, to the side of Batman and Robin, they had the same. They have the same picks as Eminem a while ago with Gecko and Reina. I do wonder though of how they're gonna pull this off with their synergy at this point. And of course, in seeing the map here, Chamber will be hiding. Will be taking control of A site. As the teams though, I think they're having a pause at the moment. Maybe someone's disconnected, just waiting for them to reconnect. But yeah, again, to all of you, the viewers here, like, comment, share the stream, and go enjoy your Smirnoffs.
And of course, we would like to thank our event partners, Smirnoff Mule Philippines, XtobaL'z Gaming, Aureole Esports, and Bloomint. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Project 160 Double Trouble, presented by CLX Production and Project CLX. As we are waiting for our connection issues to be resolved right now, hopefully we will have a very exciting game here, as Chamber is actually dancing on top of the roof.
With the Kimchi here just going in for his katana. Oh, nice sticker. Just
Nice,
ISO
nice.
walking down there. But yeah, I think they're waiting for maybe Reina to reconnect. Yeah, I think Reina. But again, guys, of course, while this is happening, Kuratong Balileng and Blue Copy will have to be are already fighting here in semifinals. That's gonna be off live, and then of course the winner for this team, it's gonna be they're gonna battle against Eminem. But for now, the teams will be back in like 2 minutes while the teams are actually preparing.
Yes. Meanwhile, the teams are preparing and having their connection issues resolved. Hopefully, there would be a very nice connection. And now we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to start round 1 of this best of 1 series, win or go home between Mission Impossible and Batman and Robin. Let us begin.
And wow, already Kinchi Swingman has already started to plant. That was actually a good move for Gecko, just throwing in the wingman, going for the plant, hoping to luring the enemies to shoot down the wingman. But seeing that no one has shot the wingman, they know that the team has already was already clumped in A in the first place. And for now, Prisma and together with Chamber, they will go for a push, going for that retake. And now the Haunt will be released, hoping to tag enemies, but that won't actually scan enemies. Somebody will go for the defuse. He got blinded, but Reina will take that kill, and Gecko taking down the kill, ending the round. That's gonna be a 1 point for Batman and Robin.
And I think that was a very nice strategy coming in from Batman and Robin to actually bait in the spike and actually planting it, because it will actually make the defender side be preoccupied with the diffusing, meanwhile getting under crossfire. So it would be a test of composure for Mission Impossible and a test for Batman and Robin on how they are going to outwit their opponents. So it would be a very interesting matchup right now. And as we can see, Mission Impossible has been splitting, and Batman and Robin is trying to assault right now, going into site A, trying to see if they will be able to do that thing again. Meanwhile, the wingman is out and trying to plant that spike, and the Chamber was able to eliminate that wingman right there. And as we can see, there it would be very crucial right now, since we can see that there's a crossfire going on, and Gecko is all alone, and we will see an elimination here. I'm not sure they're just running around in circles right now, and they have it. Mission Impossible finally taking out that Gecko, and now we are in a 1-1 draw, and we are now in round 3 on this particular match.
And yes, I think Mission Impossible already knows the plan for the strategy for Batman and Robin, just really making that luring them by throwing out Wingman to go for the plant. And of course, a Chamber, one of the team will have to take the Wingman down. And of course, while that was happening, actually, Chamber hit Reina, leaving with just a 49 health, and then also Gecko got tagged at the same time. Now, Prisma will have to face that, and Prisma actually takes down Gecko. Reina, however, going for an avenge, and it's gonna be a 1-versus-1 with somebody versus Slice You.
And let's see how will Slice You plant this particular spike, or will Slice You plant this particular spike to be able for them to bait out that Chamber on the other side. So let's see if she's trying to make it safe, looking at side B, while Chamber on the other hand is actually on her tail. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, somebody just eliminating that Reina, while that Reina is planting that spike. Now, the last round before the switch is going to happen with a 2-1 lead for Mission Impossible.
And yes, Mission Impossible will actually go for that victory Smirnoff right there.
That victory Smirnoff sip. And I think that would actually serve as a liquid courage for them to actually perform better here in our Project 160 Double Trouble Valorant Edition. Let's see what's going to happen in the third round. Now we are, fourth round rather. And I think what's going to happen here is somebody going right in the middle, as they were able to sense that the attacker side and Mission Impossible is actually prowling on site B. Let's see if Mission Impossible will actually continue to prowl on site B and attack that to be able for them to plant the spike. Meanwhile, Chamber and somebody is actually flanking them to be able to corner the attacker's side. And there's a crossfire going on, and Fate was able to eliminate players and giving the Mission Impossible team a 3-1 lead.
Switching
now the
sides.
roles have been reversed. Mission Impossible now is going to attack, and Batman and Robin will be defending the site.
And yes, actually very commendable strategy for Mission Impossible, for one of them to actually defend the site and the other one going in for the flank, just to really corner them together. But still, even with without that, Prisma is still like a beast, taking them out on a double kill, just holding the site with even just alone. Still Kenchi through his dizzy, but it wasn't enough as they really just needed to push further while also Prisma was just playing, just really she kept moving behind that pillar. But for now, Kinchi and Slicey will actually go for a mid push, while Prisma together with Chamber will go through the mid, and maybe just maybe I think they will go for a flank here. And now Prisma will go ahead and plant that spike. Chamber will have to pick that one out, and Chamber takes down Gecko, but Reyna will have to trade the kill. Prisma will go for a pick here. Prowler goes in and catches Reyna, catches Slicey going for the hunt maybe, but Slicey going for the duel. It's gonna be a 1-1 on them. Seas will take out Slicey, but Prisma, the other one, goes for the pick and takes down Slicey, going in for the win. That's gonna be a 4-1 on match point in favor of Mission Impossible.
And now we will see how will Mission Impossible actually seal this deal, or will we be able to see Batman and Robin rise up from the ashes and actually take some points, or probably the victory on this one. And this will be a win or go home round for Batman and Robin, as this will be rounds for Mission Impossible for them to seal the victory and punch their ticket to the semifinals and face M&M for that. So let's see what is going to happen on round number 6.
Last player standing.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A very quick crossfire going in, and in a 1v1 situation going on right now, as Slicey is trying to wait and be patient with their targets. She got eliminated on that way, and Mission Impossible doing the impossible, winning 5-1 and clinching their ticket to the semifinals and flexing their Smirnoff. And somebody is just that somebody. Yes. And cheers for you. Victory cheers. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. They are enjoying right now.
Congratulations to Mission Impossible. Oh, somebody here with of course the MVP with 6 kills and 2 deaths, to be followed by Prisma going for 4 kills, Slicey on the other hand with 3 kills, and Kinchi with 2 kills. Oh, at the beginning of the game actually, Gecko's strategy with Batman and Robin was just really good, baiting out the enemies with a wingman plant and going for it. But of course, somebody on Prisma, they have actually adapted to their strategy and have managed to take them down with just a flank play between somebody and Prisma. Just one of them taking control of the site, while the other will go for the flank for just to really secure that round if the defender will get killed. But for now, Batman and Mission Impossible again, they will have to face M&M in a semi-finals.
And I think that Mission Impossible versus M&M will be going up next. And before that, we will be actually having a quick break. So this is Project 160 Double Trouble. This is Jet. We'll be right back.
to Stack Star.
Glaciers, where life's journey ends its stride. Snowflakes, where mortal wishes reside. Yearning for the everlasting. Wishing for divine understanding. Seeking to hold one fleeting farewell. Listen, the glacier whispers in grace. Rest now in my eternal embrace.
Let's go boom. Let's go boom.
Hey, so back to the whole money thing, yeah? Everyone just gives you coin.
In cute little red envelopes. But yeah,
Ka-ching! Skrrr! What, just buy whatever you want? Wait, do I have to give everyone money?
We're here. 恭喜发财。
Oh, okay.
this place is nice.
Yeah, this is a vibe. Okay, glad I got dressed up.
This is dressed up.
Come on, you know red's my color.
Yeah, ay, 恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，哈，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，哈，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，哈，红包交出来呀，哎，恭喜恭喜恭喜，哈，恭喜你发财，哈，恭喜恭喜恭喜，哈，恭喜你发财，恭喜你，哈，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，哈，红包交出来。Oh, she got me kissing, she really got me kissing. I can make you freezing 'cause I'm fucking living legend. I drive me foreign car, I got a lot of guap. I buy me designer I don't worry about the charge.
Okay, fine. That was better than staying.
Yeah, that's
And yes, we are back again now with Valorant's Double Trouble Duo Tournament. Again, we are your shotcasters again. This is Moike, and coming with me is Jet, and of course, with now we're actually now at the semifinals, semifinals 2. But of course, we have some news along the way. While we were playing that game of quarterfinals a while ago, Blue Copy has won semifinals and will be facing. Well, actually, they will be advancing in the finals, facing whoever the winner for this match. Either it's gonna be Eminem or Mission Impossible. But for now, Blue Copy will take that with a 2-0 lead.
Okay, so congratulations to Blue Copy. You are now proceeding to the finals, but we are going to thank our sponsors. We would like to thank Smirnoff Mule Philippines, XtobaL'z Gaming, Aureole Esports, and Bloomint for your continued support in this project 160 Double Trouble. And this project has been presented to you by CLX Production and Project CLX. Now, let us continue analyzing the leaderboard. And as we can see, Blue Copy is now has already clinched their final spot. Now, Blue Copy is waiting for who between Eminem and Mission Impossible, and Blue Copy is waiting either of them on the final spot, and it will be and the final spot will be a best of 5 finals. And meanwhile, we are going to the second round of the semifinals between Eminem and Mission Impossible, and the semifinals, of course, will be a once again will be a best 3 series. And as we can see from the previous games, Mission Impossible winning against Batman and Robin 5 games to 1, and Eminem was able to do a clean sheet against their opponents earlier on. So I think momentum will be very high because both teams actually have dominating wins against their oppositions. Now we will see whether or not they will be able to carry that momentum in this semifinal round. It is actually a measure on how much mental fortitude these players have, because on a higher rounds, higher knockout stages, the pressure is starting to pile up, Mike.
Yes, and seeing here Eminem versus Mission Impossible again for the semifinals. They're gonna the maps will be Icebox to be followed by Lotus, and then we go with Sunset. The winner for this again will face Blue Copy, which is the winner for the first semifinals a while ago, while Eminem and Batman and Robin and Mission Impossible were battling it out. But again, but for now, of course, let's actually have another another shot here from Smirnoff Mule Philippines. Thank you, Smirnoff. And of course, we'd like to thank of again our sponsors, XtobaL'z Gaming, Aureole Esports, and Bloomint, and of course Smirnoff Mule Philippines. And yeah, actually again with of course Project CLX and CLX Production for this amazing event.
And of course, we would like speaking of our sponsors, Mike, we would like to before we actually dive back into our heart-pounding battles here in Project 160 Double Trouble Duo Tournament, let's take a moment to thank our incredible event partner, Bloomint.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Bloomint, Smirnoff, Aureole Esports, XtobaL'z Gaming, and again, while the players are preparing for the games, now that it's gonna be a best of 3 in the semifinals, we'd like again to mention the prize money. We actually have a prize pool of 10,000 pesos, with a winner receiving 1,200 to be followed by 500 from the first runner-up, and then 300 to the second runner-up. But now here, Team Spotlight, they are actually ready for the game. They will start in a few moments, and yeah, I think Blue Copy will have to wait as of now, just to wait on who will win in this game. It's again Eminem and Mission Impossible. Of course, that game a while ago with Mission Impossible was remarkable. And if Eminem was watching that game, then of course they have already planned their strategies to try to counter Mission Impossible.
And I think we are now in our character selection screen, and as we can see, Eminem just selected Reyna for their duelist. Meanwhile, somebody has actually selected Yoru on the other side. And whether or not Eminem will actually go in for an ISO probably, but they have actually selected a Gecko, once again doing that Reyna Gecko combo, and we will see if Prisma will actually pursue getting that cipher. So we will see about that.
And yes, Melody going in again for the Gecko Reyna. I think Eminem really just loves the Gecko Reyna combo. It has worked in the previous games, and it will work again. And I think they have prepared their strategy for just to counter Mission Impossible. But now it's actually surprising for Mission Impossible to pick Yoru and Cypher. But again, I think it might work on Icebox. I think they have a plan prepared for Icebox. just to take down Reina and Gecko. Of course, Eminem was very impressive previously with a 5-0 sweep, and of course, Mission Impossible. I think they also have prepared something to counter that.
And I think probably with the new map selection, we are not in Breeze right now. We are in Icebox. We will see how will a Reina Gecko combo work on this particular map, or the selection of Mission Impossible getting a Yoru and a Cypher pick here would actually create wonders for them, and we will find out about that as we are going to start our first round. Now we can see the attacker side, Eminem, is actually going on mid, while Mission Impossible is trying to defend both side A and side B with a split. Now we will see how things are going to work, as there would be an encounter going in with Cypher versus the Club, eliminating one, and it will be a 1v1 situation going in for Eminem, as Melody A will be facing somebody on this one. Let's see how it's going to work, as Melody A tried to plant on that, but she got their face planted by somebody, getting that 1-0 win versus Eminem. Now we will see how will this Reina Gecko combo adjust with the new map and the new opponents.
And yes, Cypher really just alone in that mid. He might have been taken out, but of course he was able to take down Migs along with that. And of course, Melody, it was just really unfortunate for him, because of course Melody wasn't aware that Yoru was actually at Snowman. And for now, somebody, I think, will go for a push here, but his teleport is actually prepared, going to be in case they push towards B. But I think Gecko's Dizzy will spot somebody, Blind will go up, and Reina Mix will take down somebody. Melody going for that plant Prisma will try to go for that clutch 1v2 situation.
That was a very nice Dizzy coming in from Eminem, because they were able to actually create a disable on that Yoru, and that Yoru wasn't able to respond that much, knowing that he is in a 2v1 situation. And we are having a flawless victory coming in from Eminem, getting this game tied 1 apiece. I think they're trying to get back that previous round loss on this one.
And yes, now it's tied 1-1. Eminem, of course, in the previous games, Eminem swept the other team with a 5-0, but now seems like Mission Impossible have started to actually take control of that, and to just really adapt and maybe take the momentum away from Eminem. But for this point, we're now at round 3 again. Yoru will be staying at A while the TP is out. I think Yoru has learned the lesson already. He will now move back to the side, just really playing this one carefully. Somebody here just speaking A side, just taking control of that as of now, while the rest of Eminem will scout for some information.
And as we can see, Eminem is actually doing the patient move in this particular game, in this particular round, because as we can see, it's been like 20 seconds after they didn't rush things, and they are trying to probably remove or test the patience of Mission Impossible, as Mission Impossible is camping for both sides. Now they are trying to slowly go on site A, where Yoru is facing there, and Yoru is guarding, and hopefully there would be an encounter in a few moments, as there are utilities being thrown right away, and there is a gunfire while Melody A is planting the spike, distracting that Mission Impossible player and getting that Yoru eliminated. And then Prisma, let's see what will Prisma do if he will be able to get that particular disadvantage onto his side, now that he needs to, number 1, eliminate both players, and number 2, defuse the spike in a particular time. Can he do it? Let's see, and I hope this will happen. Now Prisma is defusing with the defuse, and the attackers will be able to eliminate Cypher and getting the 2-1 victory over
in the half.
Mission Impossible. Now we are going to the last round before switch. Now Mike, what will happen on this one?
And yes, now last round before the first half ends, and I think Eminem has already started to get the hang of it now, just going with that dizzy push before actually going for for a really aggressive push. I think they're being careful in this one. M&M now here leading with 2, and of course Mission Impossible 1, and now I think Mission Impossible has already changed their strategy to actually staying together at A. Thrash will go through the site of B just to clear out, but of course that ultimate sound will alert Mission Impossible, giving them time to rotate. And of course Yoru will be at Snowman going for the sprays. Wingman will be down. Melody just waiting for Yoru to peek, and now the blind is up. The fake is the clone is also pushing, and Melody will not fall for that. And somebody already taking down Reina. Melody taking down as well. That's gonna be a 1 versus 1 situation between Cypher and Gecko just at this point. Prisma with just a sheriff. Wingman is planting. Gecko will have to peek. Prisma as the judge going for the rope fake, and now Prisma will take the kill with the judge.
Now let us see what is going to happen here on the next round. Now the roles have been reversed. Now Mission Impossible is on the attacker side. Meanwhile, M&M will be defending on this one. So this will be quite interesting. Now we are having a stalemate going on right here. It is a 2-on-2 situation, 2 points to 2 situation going in, and now things have just gotten more and more exciting, Mike.
And yes, of course, the second half has already begun. Still, the scores have been tied up. It's a new, of course. This is the semifinals. This is, of course, expected with M&M's M&M with the Reina Gecko combo still managing it in Icebox, but of course now Yoru and Cypher as Mission Impossible, they will have to do something about this, especially in the offense. But of course, teleport from Yoru will be prepared from mid.
And as we can see, both players of M&M actually defending site A, and I think it would be a bloodbath in a while, as we can see both teams doing an encounter, but there was a patience going on there because the clone of Yoru was passing down. Meanwhile, that was an elimination going in for both parties of M&M getting that win, and now they are 3 rounds to 2.
They will not hesitate.
And yes, now of course M&M has always kept their lead, though Mission Impossible will really go for that tie. But with the previous rounds, really M&M has taken it to their advantage at this point. It's again a while ago it was 2-1 in favor of M&M. Now it's 3-2 in favor again of M&M. But of course, we might actually see Mission Impossible tying it up again here. But of course, this swift play actually is still gonna be an overtime if it comes down to it with a 4-4 score. But for now, Prisma with Yoru, they will go for the push towards A side, while M&M will be stuck in B, really waiting for some signs at this point. Now Prisma will go for the plan. Somebody with just a stinger, he will have to just scout and just take control of the side.
And now, as we can see, M&M started to move towards site A, and we'll see what is going to happen here and how will they get in to that particular site, knowing that both parties have been scouted that with the Cypher and with the Yoru doing quite well in actually scouting and doing that game while there's a crossfire going on, and the eliminating one, and another one, Reina was able to eliminate the other one. Now in a 1v1 situation, who will be able to get first? And somebody was able to get that one with a headshot. Now tying the game in a 3v3 situation. Now 3 wins to 3. This is getting very tight, Mike.
Yes, that's what I've said. Again, M&M will take that lead, but of course, Mission Possible will not surrender. They will not give up, as they will always get the hang of it, and of course just take the point, allowing them for a tie, and maybe we might just see an overtime, just even with just the first game of the semifinals. Again, of course, Blue Copy, I think they're also watching the stream now, preparing and just really observing the teams just to prepare for a strategy on how to win the finals later on. But for now, somebody and together with Cypher, they will go for a push on mid there. No info has been revealed yet, but Melody will have to battle 2 of them and gets taken down by somebody with Prisma going in directly for the B charge. Prisma has already started to plan.
Spike
Yoro will
planted.
TP to mid, leaving Prisma alone. Now Migs
Last
on
player
top
standing.
of and takes down
My ult
Cypher. It's gonna be a one-on-one situation. Migs have activated the cyber cage, and now Yoro is aware somebody maybe he will go for that peek, and yes, tries to peek and takes down Migs.
Wow, that is a very good
Match
execution of plan going in for Mission Impossible as they clinch their match point. One more win and they will be able to go through get one game on this one, getting that advantage. Meanwhile, Eminem should do something to be able to extend it to overtime, hopefully draining hopefully draining Mission Impossible while Mission Impossible is doing the Smirnoff cheer over through the camera over there. So I think they're just having. I think Mission Impossible is actually having fun on this round. They just love to play
Who's
this game,
next?
and we can see it right now.
And yes, I think they just need a little bit of a Smirnoff sip, you know, and now just to really push that one out. But Prisma will go for the plant inside the Cypher
Spike
cage.
planted.
Mix will
One
wait for
enemy
Cypher to go out,
Last
and
player
Mix already
standing.
takes down Cypher. Somebody will take down Reina, but somebody
Attackers
will
win.
take down Mix, ending the game with 5-3 in favor of Mission Impossible. Wow, with a victory spotlight of Smirnoff.
And now there you have it. Somebody actually dancing with the Smirnoff with the victory sip now of Mission Impossible getting that one game to nothing to be able to get an advantage going into this semifinal series. Now we'll see that somebody actually did most of the frags on this particular round, and hopefully we could see we could see the next round rightfully soon. So let us analyze first what happened in this particular game, Mike. As we can see, somebody getting the most frags, getting the most crucial frags on that particular round. Say, for example, in a 1v1 situation, somebody was able to get that clutch frag. He was able to get his composure, probably with a little help of this one. Because he was
But yeah, I actually it actually helps. The Smirnoff drink actually helps in that one. With of course somebody who's just really a beast. But I think it again, I'd like to take note, of course, of Eminem's synergy with Gecko and Reina. They really worked together, and it was really effective. But again, Mission Impossible is able to keep that up. They were able to catch up, and just at that point, the longer the match went, really, they were just really they were able to adjust on Eminem's movement and strategy and synergy, and they were able to break that down even with just a few more rounds. And now we are heading into game 2 of the semis, best of 3. And of course, if ever Mission Impossible will win this, they will instantly move to the finals, battling it out with against Blue Copy. And for now, they have locked their agents as we head on to Lotus.
And this will be interesting because Mission Impossible right now is doing the Reina Gecko combo. Meanwhile, Eminem has actually shifted from Reina to a Gecko Deadlock combo. So it would be, we'll see how the Deadlock will perform here, and we'll see how will Mission Impossible do with a Reina Gecko combo.
And yes, I think with Deadlock taking the place of Reina, I think they will go for that ult farm just to really secure the kills at that point. But of course, it's Lotus. Anything can happen in Lotus. But again, surprising for Mission Impossible to actually take that Reina Gecko combo. Very impressive for them. They might actually give a taste of Eminem's medicine, of course, and maybe just taking out that game again just to head on to finals.
And of course, since Mission Impossible gets that 1-0 game advantage, I think they still have more room for error. Meanwhile, Eminem doesn't have that luxury anymore. As the more rounds they lose, the lesser chances they have on actually going into the finals. Meanwhile, Mission Impossible, all the confidence in the world, even sipping a Smirnoff. Meanwhile, Spike has been planted to the side of Mission Impossible, and now we'll see how Eminem is going to defend on this one. As both Reina and Gecko rotating on this one, and as we can see, There
Last
is a
player
crossfire going on, and it would be a Gecko versus Gecko matchup. It would be a mirror match going on here right now. Meanwhile, a wingman was actually gotten out, and let's see whose patience is better. And
Ooh.
Melody gets that final frag and defuses that bomb, giving that Eminem their advantage.
And Prisma was very just unfortunate at that point, as he was actually hiding, but as soon as he tried to peek, of course, Mission Impossible's Gecko just really went in for a quick peek and just goes for the Eminem's Gecko really went in for the peek and just goes to take that kill, ending the round and taking that round for Eminem. Eminem might actually win Lotus for this round, maybe extending it to a third game at this point. But again, Mission Impossible still has more room for error, just a bit of more time to analyze Eminem's movement. And now somebody will be taken out. Mix also will take down. And of course, Prisma ending the round with just a Bucky, and that's gonna be a win for Mission Impossible.
And actually, Mike, as you can analyze here, it will always be a stalemate in the semifinal. It will always be a stalemate coming in from Mission Impossible and Eminem going into these consecutive rounds. On the previous round, we have seen that it was still a stick. It was a very good deadlock going in from Mission Impossible and Eminem from the previous round, even tying the game 3-3, and until Mission Impossible broke away with that.
Oh yeah!
And I think
Monster
it
on
will
the
still
loose!
be of the same, but it will still be a mystery which one, whether or not Eminem or Mission Impossible gets that particular
One
win.
enemy
Meanwhile, it will be a 1v1 situation, and
Ooh.
Deadlock actually eliminating, and somebody puts the spike just for an exclamation
round before
point.
the switch.
Now we're going to the last round before the swap, getting that Mission Impossible in a 2 versus 1 advantage.
And yes, that was very impressive. Actually, that round was very good. Really, this is being thrown. Mosh pits were also thrown, and just really battling it all out with even Leers being thrown. But of course, battling it out with aims, and then of course, somebody ending that round with just a deadlock. And now Deadlock's ultimate is up for use. They might actually use that later on as somebody, and of course Prisma will push towards A side. Somebody will go for that lock in from mid to A as they secure the side.
Now, as we can see, both teams are actually going on for A. Meanwhile, Prisma is actually planting the spike to actually pressure defenders to actually guard that spike and to be able to defuse. Now, meanwhile, let's see how they are going to do it now. They will be able to detect the targets, and Melody is trying to defuse, but target has been captured by somebody, and somebody is doing something. Misfired that particular utility over there, but still getting both kills for Mission Impossible, getting that 3-1 lead, and somebody here getting that Smirnoff sip once more.
I think really Smirnoff just really helps these players out. Now it's 3-1 in favor of Mission Impossible. 2 more wins from Mission Impossible, and they might actually move on to finals at this point, battling it out against Blue Copy. But for now, while we're waiting for the rounds to start, let's actually check the comments here. Very many fans here from Eminem. From here, Kruger Patricio saying, "Go Eminem, mga lodi ko yan." And of course here, Marvin Joshua Bautista saying, "Iuwi mo na dito sa bahay namin yung Smirnoff Migs." Magtira ka naman ng Smirnoff dyan, Migs. And now the round will start. Migs actually going for that push already in C.
And now the roles have been reversed once again, and Eminem right now will be the ones attacking and handling the spike. Meanwhile, Mission Impossible will be the ones defending. Meanwhile, there is a crossfire starting out on this particular round, 10 seconds in, but Mix has been slowed by that. He's trying to remove the net, and Melody getting that particular frag, and they are going to plant that spike since they are in a 2v1 advantage right now.
And yes, they're going here. Prisma is left alone going for the retake. He goes for the duel, but of course Mix will have to end Prisma down. That's gonna be a 2-3. Oh, now Eminem going. They're actually catching up now.
Okay, let's see if the roles will be reversed since there would be an advantage going in for Mission Impossible. Meanwhile, Eminem is still trying to catch up, but with that recent win, I think they are still in an advantage going into that. Meanwhile, Prisma getting the judge and the and somebody getting that full shields. Meanwhile, let's see if Migs with the Bulldog will be able to actually get an advantage for them on their for the Eminem side, and let's going to see what happens in this particular round.
And yes, Lear has been thrown out the net. Will catch Prisma down. Melody's wingman will start to plant, but of course Gecko
remaining.
Prisma
Last
will have to shoot
player
out with the Bucky
standing.
takes down, and of course Melody will take down that kill. That's gonna be a 1v2 situation with somebody against Melody. Of course, with somebody going for the stinger, but somebody will take down Prisma, ending that round. And now it's gonna be Mission
Match
Impossible
point.
with 4-2.
Okay, so this will be a match point, and a sip going in for somebody, hoping that Smirnoff Energy will actually help him out on this particular run to get the clutch and actually win the series. Meanwhile, what will Eminem do to be able for them to execute a particular tactic so that they will be able to actually extend this game and hopefully steal this win coming in going in to Mission Impossible's favor. Now we are starting round number 7 here, ladies and gentlemen, and we can see that Gecko from the defender side is actually flanking them and trying to sandwich them both as both players from Eminem is going in side A and getting eliminated slowly. Meanwhile, somebody getting disabled over there was
Defenders
able
win.
to get that frag, clinching that win for Mission Impossible, winning that series with a thumbs up. Congratulations, Mission Impossible. You are going straight to the finals.
And yes, congratulations again, Mission Impossible. Now they will have to face against Blue Copy again. Another Smirnoff here from somebody again with a thumbs up. And now they will face Blue Copy later on. Of course, they'll have to watch the scoreboard. Somebody here again with a deadlock, 7 kills. Of course, with his teammate Prisma with that 4 kills. And on the Eminem side, it's gonna be Migs with a 5 kills and 3 kills for Gecko. Although Eminem really committed on that Reina Gecko combo, sadly that won't be effective for Mission Impossible.
And as you can see, although the Reina Gecko combo was actually formidable on the side, for the side of Eminem, getting some wins on those getting some rounds right there. But I think the sheer ability of somebody to be able to quickly eliminate no matter which character he has, even though he has that Smirnoff energy while playing, he was able to still continue with his consistency, getting top frags round after round, and I think he was the crucial one, and he was the crucial one going into the victory for Mission Impossible. Now, this will be a very exciting um, finals between Blue Copy and Mission Impossible, as we hope that this will be a continuous and still be very action packed Project 160 Double Trouble Valorant. Hopefully that this finals round will be very exciting, just as much as the previous rounds that we have. And yes, Project 160 Double Trouble is still presented to you by Project CLX and CLX Productions. And
And
with that, Mike.
yeah, yeah, and that of course, again, we'd like to thank our event partners. That's gonna be XtobaL'z Gaming, Aureole Esports, Smirnoff Mule Philippines, and Bloomment. Of course, this event is really not possible without Project CLX and CLX Production. But for now, before we head on to the finals, we're gonna have a quick break, as of course, and yeah, let's again like, comment, and share the stream.
to stack star.
Glaciers, where life's journey ends its stride. Snowflakes, where mortal wishes reside. Yearning for the everlasting. Wishing for divine understanding. Seeking to hold one fleeting farewell. Listen, the glacier whispers in grace. Rest now in my eternal embrace.
Let's go boom. Let's go boom.
Hey, so back to the whole money thing, yeah? Everyone just gives you coin.
In cute little red envelopes. But yeah,
Ka-ching! Skrrr! What, just buy whatever you want? Wait, do I have to give everyone money?
We're here. 恭喜发财.
Oh, okay.
this place is nice.
Yeah, this is a vibe. Okay, glad I got dressed up.
This is dressed up.
Come on, you know red's my color.
Yeah, ay, ha, 恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，哈，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，哈，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，哈，红包交出来呀，哎，恭喜恭喜恭喜，哈，恭喜你发财，哈，恭喜恭喜恭喜，哈，恭喜你发财，恭喜你，哈，恭喜你发财呀，哎，恭喜你，哈，红包交出来呀。
All right, once again, welcome back to Project 160 Double Trouble. We're having Valorant right now, and this is the finals between Mission Impossible and Blue Copy. And my name is Jet. Together with me is Mike, and we are going to discuss a lot of things with what happened to the previous semifinals. That was very exhilarating, Mike.
And yes, very exhilarating indeed. It was a very good game for Eminem and Mission Impossible. And really, as what I've noticed, Eminem was just really good at initiating and just really taking control early on. But of course, in the game of endurance, Mission Impossible really is just good at it. With as the rounds went on, really, Mission Impossible was able to actually recognize the strategy of Eminem and was able to adapt to it. And of course, their strategies adjusted to it. But of course, now they're gonna have to face off against Blue Copy. As you see now in the leaderboard, it's gonna be a best of 3 for the finals. And again, the winner would actually be going home with 1,200 pesos, of course, with to be followed by the first runner-up going home with 500 pesos, and the second runner-up with 300 pesos.
All right, so Mike, as the action takes a brief pause right now as we are waiting for competitors to actually be prepared for the final round, we would like to take a moment to shine a spotlight to one of our esteemed event partners, Aureole Esports.
And yes, Aureole Esports is an all-female gaming community committed to shattering stereotypes and creating a pro-women environment in gaming.
Yes, they have been providing a platform for 3 consecutive years where female gamers can thrive, showcasing their skills and passion without constraints. Aureole Esports embodies the spirit of competition while championing unity and empowerment.
And so, as we enjoy the thrilling matches here at Project 160 Double Trouble Duo Tournament, let's make sure to follow Aureole Esports socials to stay updated with their various community activities and events.
Yes, Mike, as we can see, we also have competitors here who are actually female. And in the world of gaming, it doesn't matter if what sexual orientation you have and what gender do you identify as. What matters is will be your gaming skill and how do you compete with them. It could be men against boys, but it doesn't matter as long as your skill will actually do the talking when it comes to the world of gaming. So as we can see, the team spotlight shining on to Mission Impossible, and we are still waiting for Blue Copy, and there you have it. Blue Copy is getting ready for their final spot. And now I think, Mike, this is a very interesting matchup. Both teams dominating their opposition until the final round. So we'll see how much it matters, knowing that we are going to still do a best of 3 series here. What do you think?
And yes, now it's gonna be the finals again, best of. But seeing the teams, they were actually the same really. Mission Impossible winning it with 2-0. Also Blue Copy winning semifinals again with 2-0. And now we can see the team cameras here, and they're actually up. Of course, the maps are gonna be split, bind, and ascent. We might actually reach game 3 here, but seems like really Blue Copy and Mission Impossible is just really something when it comes to the duo. And now with Blue Copy picking Chamber and Reina, and of course Prisma will play as Omen, and of course the Mission Impossible will go for a Sky.
And the Nomen within that matter. So this is a very interesting pick. Something new that we haven't seen on the previous rounds and on the previous series. This is something that we want to see, and I think an Omen and Sky versus Arena in a Chamber would actually do something, and probably this could be an observation series coming in for both teams as how they would actually adjust to each other's gameplay. And as we can see right now, as we prepare for the first round, we can analyze that we can see from both parties that they are doing the split defending, split pushing, so that they will be able to hopefully get the advantage of information going for both sides, Mike.
And yes, now the round has started. Game 1 of the finals, best of 3. It's gonna be between Blue Copy versus Mission Impossible. Has already begun. The spike is left at the side of B now with Chamber. He will grab that spike as they head on to B side after with a fake out. And of course, Sky and Omen will be at A. They will actually fooled by that fake the Chamber did, and now they have control of the B side. They will just have to go for the plant. And of course,
Teleport's ready.
Reina here will actually go overextend to take down at least one of them.
And meanwhile, as both Mission Impossible players rotating going to side B, they might encounter that chamber, and that chamber actually eliminates one of them, and Sky will be able to get one. No! And yes! This will be a 1v1 situation right now. This will be a Sky versus Arena. Let's see what will happen on this one, as Crazy Mid is trying to do waiting while the Sky is actually diffusing that particular
Oh.
spike. Getting that, we'll see if there's a crossfire going on, but there is. Oh, meanwhile, trying to distract that Sky from diffusing, and there you have it! Crazy MD getting that frag and getting the blue copy.
We showed them their
One
place.
win
Now keep them
versus Mission Impossible. He's just playing out right now.
And yes, really, of course, that was actually a commendable move by blue. No, sorry, blue copy. Of course, really just distracting with a just just a little bit of a peek just to stop the diffuse, and of course just to check out if Sky really committed to that diffuse. And yeah, just because of that, Sky's aim was really thrown off, and of course, Crazy MD was able to take advantage of that.
There.
Now let's see what's going on to the second round. And meanwhile, the smoke was actually released going on there. Let's see what's going to happen. And as we can see, both defenders' side is still near their home base, and probably the Sky and is in the, no, it's the Chamber rather from the attacker side going into mid, while Reina is actually going right now to site B. And I think there's an encounter going on, but someone's head just got blasted by that Omen, now leaving Blue Copy with one person left.
And now Crazy MD has actually seen the head of Omen. He will not. Maybe he might go for the roast. Maybe not. Of course, he tries to peek. Sprays down Prisma and takes him down. Crazy MD with a blind goes with a spray, but Sky will punish him for that.
Okay, so it is now a 1-1 stalemate going in for both Blue Copy and Mission Impossible. Now it is now a finals round, so probably both of them probably nervous, probably confident. Let's see what's going to happen, and this is going to be a very exciting finals tournament going in for from Project 160 Double Trouble. Now as we can see, both attackers trying to go into site A, but not too much because I think they can sense that someone is actually peeking onto them as it happens. Now, the round has been started, and Crossfire just on the onset of the round, somebody eliminated that particular chamber, and now leaving Blue Copy with one person remaining. Now let's see how will Blue Copy adjust with this one, knowing that there's one person remaining. And now Omen is actually going in with the Sky, now sticking together as a team, and there would be a peak. That was a clutch
Last
play
round in the half.
going into the side of Blue Copy, and Crazy MD going in that clutch as we proceed to the last round before the swap.
And yes, really, I think Mission Impossible was just really expecting for Crazy MD to just really hide at A main, while really Crazy MD pushed onto screens and then went behind them with an insane trigger discipline, waiting for the two of them to show up before taking their heads off. And now we proceed with round number 4. Crazy MD again with Chamber pushing in for B side. Omen will be smoking out the entrance for B.
Okay, as both attackers still going into that B site, let's see if they would actually do a quick plant on that as KAMB planting that spike, putting the pressure now onto Mission Impossible. Now let's see what Mission Impossible is going to do. Both Sky and Omen going in to site B, trying to defuse but splitting lanes. Now we'll see what is going to happen on this one. And now they're sticking together in the middle, trying to scope out. And there's an elimination coming in from somebody. And I think he's getting both of them. And getting that icing on the cake diffuse for the round.
Whoa, this is really, both of the teams are just really active. With now 2-2, they are all tied up. Really, somebody is again a menace when it comes down to it. At the same time, Crazy MD with just the perfect timing can also take both of them down. Again, these teams are just something.
I agree with that, Mike, and this is what I'm expecting from a finals game. Even though this is still a game 1, but it has been a very nerve-wracking encounter, both back and forth, both teams getting in with those frags and trying to make trying to get ahead against each other. But in result, we've got a very even game right here, right now.
And yes, round number 5. The score is 2-2 again. They're all tied up. Blue Copy versus Mission Impossible. This is still game 1 for the finals. And now Prisma will throw the smoke just to cover the mid vents. Maybe actually fooling Mission Impossible. But for now, Reina will have to push from B towards mid just to take more area in favor of them really, and just while of course Omen and Sky will get inside A, and now Prisma will go for that plant, and of course they're really just taking control of the site.
And as you have noticed, before they actually get inside A, Sky has been throwing utilities just to make sure that there is no one interrupting there, or there is no person available, so that they will be able to get us back. Meanwhile, there is a crossfire going on, and there's an elimination going in as Sky was somebody was eliminated, and there would be an elimination going on. Would he be able to defuse that on time? And I think he will. So yeah, there you have it. Blue Coffee getting the win, 3 wins to 2, and I think somebody needs a liquid courage as he sips another bottle of Smirnoff.
I'm jealous. I want Smirnoff, but again, of course, still Blue Copy at it again. Now they're leading. That's gonna be 3-2. Again, first to 5 at this point, but I think we might go for an overtime here. Seeing again the cams here, they're at it with their serious mode, and now will take control of mid. They will actually push through mid. They have already spotted Sky, which will who will now back out, as of course they've already gathered some information. He will go for the flash just to try to get some information out of them, but they won't be blinded. Now Prisma and Sky, they will now push towards B side.
They found my trap.
Of course, Chamber and Reina will have to start going for the defense. Sky's dog will go out. Cam will go for the spray, but the shots won't connect. Prisma here going for the plant. Blind from Reina will go up, but Sky will blind both of them as he takes down Chamber, and Crazy MD getting eliminated again by somebody.
And somebody actually doing things for Mission Impossible, getting that series even once again. And this is getting very excited right now as Mission Impossible is getting that 3-3 stalemate once again to be able to take that game in a very level playing field. As we can see, it is still a very close matchup between Mission Impossible and Blue Copy. It has always been a back and forth, and this is what finals is all about, Mike.
Yes, 3-3. Both of the teams again, they're tied up here. Again, it's still game 1. They have to do something here, just really to set the standard. But again, somebody and Prisma will keep on pushing towards B side. Now they're going for a slow push. Chamber here from Heaven, just waiting for them to come out, but his vision will be blocked as Omen will go for that smoke.
Meanwhile, and I think they're both in site B right now, both gunfire being exchanged. And as we can see, they are attacker side is trying to use that smoke to their advantage so that they could position properly. But I think they will be skipping that, and they will be actually encountering that. And to no avail, Blue Coffee was there, prepared, and ready to take them out. And that would be a match point for Blue Coffee. Meanwhile, Mission Impossible hopefully getting to put this into overtime.
Mission Impossible was just really unfortunate on that one with somebody Sky flashing through the Heaven. But again, that won't be enough, as was actually expecting for them to pop up. And of course, they were at a disadvantage because they were actually using the ropes, and when they showed up, their heads were just really gone at that point. And now Blue Copies they might actually get game 1 here. But still, Mission Impossible, they can actually do something about here. And now Crazy MD will go for the spray. The shot won't connect. He will go for the plant as he will push. He's also got blinded by the Sky, and somebody will go for that kill. Prisma will be alone inside. Will be blinded, but he takes on Sky with him.
And meanwhile, while Crossfire's going on earlier, it was a very clear moment wherein they're trying to plant the spike, but to no avail. I think Keab was able to eliminate that Omen, and I think he's just looking for that spike to be able for him to defuse, and will be able to clinch that game. Blue Copy winning the round, 5 games to 3.
And yes, Blue Copy will take down game 1 as we head on later to game 2 in the next map. Now here we have the victory spotlight over here. There again, happy. Ooh, with the 2 Smirnoff bottles. And of course, here with his member, his friend with just a glass. Here again with just flexing his 2 Smirnoff bottles here. But of course, seeing the scoreboard here, somebody with again more kills at this point. He's actually the MVP of this round, but despite that, the efforts were in vain. As of course, Blue Copy was still able to win it.
And actually, it depends on where the kills happened. And as we can see, the clash happens when the spike was already planted. And meanwhile, although somebody was able to actually get some frags and give the team to their advantage, it's more on where Blue Copy was positioned whenever the clash wins. And most of the time, most of the time, Blue Copy was able to get things together. That's why, as you can see, both members of Blue Copy were in second and third because they were both together and they're not getting that. They're getting evenly in terms of frags. But what matters most is that whenever they're doing things together, and that was giving Blue Copy the advantage and getting that win in this particular game. And hopefully we see more exciting events, as exciting as what happened earlier in game 1. Hopefully we get more of those in game 2.
And yes, now as we head on later for game 2, the scoreboard now. Blue Copy will take that to 1 point, and of course, Mission Impossible with 0. One more win for Blue Copy, and they will actually win this day's Valorant Double Trouble Duo Tournament. And of course, Mission Impossible. We have witnessed their games at this point. They really know how to adjust. They really know how to recognize the strategies of their enemies and just really able to adapt and adjust for that one. But of course, while they were preparing Mission Impossible, I'm very, very sure they have prepared already a strategy to counter Blue Copy. But for now, later on, they will be fighting in Bind, a map again, heavily. Actually, the Bind really has a lot of plays from just rotating from A to B and just going at it. But of course, if ever Mission Impossible wins that game, they will head on to game number 3, which will be Ascent. But for now, that's gonna be game 2, Bind.
And now Mission Impossible just selected a Yoru for somebody and a Fade for Prisma. This is quite interesting getting a Fade win, because on the last time that they had a Fade, they actually got the win. And I think Crazy MD would be hesitating to get. Oh, so it would be a Reina Chamber combo once again for Blue Copy, as Chamber, as both Cammed and the Reina would be doing that thing, doing that same Reina Chamber combo once again, because of course I think they believe that when it's not broken, we don't need to fix it anymore. And I think we still have an advantage for that. And I think it would also matter on which agents the players are quite comfortable of. And as we can see, somebody from Mission Impossible is quite flexible on his agent selections. Meanwhile, I think the Reina Chamber combo here from Blue Copy would be a very comfortable pick for them, because they have been winning rounds over and over again using this sets of agents, Mike.
And yes, now Blue Copy again. I really think they're already comfortable with their agents, Chamber and Reina. But of course, this is Bind. Maybe Yoru and Fade combo will work for Mission Impossible here. Again, it's Bind favored on teleports and our quick rotation switch. Yoru, I think, is very useful for here. But already the round has begun. Crazy MD will take that. going for the
Last
heal.
player
He gets
standing.
blinded by the Prowler, and for that, Prisma will punish him for it.
And I think Prisma is trying to catch up with those ultimate orbs because I think they needed the Fade's ultimate for that. Meanwhile, the Prowler has expired and it is still a 1v1 situation. It is still in doubt whether or not Fade will actually plant. Now Prisma is trying to plant that spike to be able to pressure that chamber from Keamd. Now, we'll see what is going to happen as Keamd is still loitering on site B. Meanwhile, Fade is actually faking out or probably rotating to site B. Let's see what's going to happen here, Mike.
And now, I think Prisma's cleared the site, but is still wary of Chamber. Maybe just, maybe he's anticipating Chamber's arrival as well. I think they're just really chilling here at both sides. Waiting for Fate to possibly rotate towards B without the help of the teleport. But for
30
now,
seconds left.
Fade will be planting. Again, the Haunt will be released, and now Spike has been planted.
Teleport's
Cam
ready.
going straight into A side as Fade will hold onto Lamps.
Now let's see what's going to happen here as pressure is going on to Blue Copy's side now. The spike has been planted. Let's see what's going to happen here as there would be crossfire in a while, but no. Keam is trying to defuse that spike, just faking out actually. Faking defuse that spike so that Fade will be able to do something about it and react to that. Now both teams are trying to measure each other's reaction time. Meanwhile, it would be a diffusing, and Chamber was able to eliminate them. Was able to defend. He was able to defuse the spike mere seconds before it detonates, and that was a clutch by Blue Coffee, and getting that win over Mission Impossible.
I think, Mission Impossible lost on that one, unfortunately. Though, really, Fade's plan to just really distract Chamber from this diffusing, it worked for a while. But when Chamber threw out his trap, I think it was really Fade from Mission Impossible was just really scared. Maybe he was thrown off by that. I think that's why he just really he went in for the duel, and for that Keam was just really able to use that to his advantage. But for now, Mission Impossible will push towards A side from Baths as they will hold on. They will actually face a
Spike
duel here
planted.
with Crazy MD.
One
Yoru
enemy
going for
remaining.
the jumping, going for the bullets, wall bangs. Yoru, that's gonna be a 1v1 between Prisma and Crazy MD. But Chamber is still on his way, and for that Crazy MD will just end the round instantly. That's gonna be 2-0 in favor of Blue Copy.
Now, it has been prevalent for Blue Copy to actually create having that confidence, getting that win on the previous round, and hopefully riding that wave of momentum, very tidal waves of momentum going into the favor of Blue Copy, and continuing with those wins and those clutch diffuses going in, most especially on the first round, wherein it has almost been detonated, plus the distraction of the Fade from Mission Impossible. But through against all odds, that Cypher from Keam was able to get that diffuse
One enemy
and that
remaining.
elimination in that term, and Crazy Empty was able to get that headshot going on, and 1% left, and that Fade going in for only Fade left in that particular game, and he was able to get that Crazy Empty, getting both kills, and Blue Copy now in a 3-0 run
Last
in a
round before
wave
the
of
switch.
momentum, and the last round before swap is going into their way. Now they're actually racing their Smirnoff bottles on that.
And yes, exactly. Blue Copy is just unstoppable at this point. That's 3-0, and again in favor of Blue Copy. I'm really at a loss for words at this one. Reina just taking him on, heading directly, just really going for that aggressive play, takes down one, and then just really takes on a duel for Fade. And again, somebody and Fade, they will somebody and Prisma, they will really force this A push again because
Face
I think
your
they're
fear!
also aware of Chamber being at B. But now Nightfall will be released. Teleport from Yoru will also be released. Prowler getting released. The second Prowler will also go at it. And for that, Fade will just prepare for the plant as he
Last
goes
player
for the
standing.
plant. Somebody here will actually anticipate Keam. Crazy MD takes down Fade and also Keam will take down Fade. That's gonna be a 4-0. One more win for Blue Copy.
Now let's see what Mission Impossible is going to do on this one. Since the roles have been reversed, we will see if Mission Impossible still have that nerves of steel, or will Mission Impossible give in to the impossible mountain of a 4-win for Blue Copy and actually clinching the series for that. Now let's see what's going to happen in the next round. Since this is a role reverse, they are going back to their basics, going back to their pistols in this particular round. So we'll see how will Blue Copy clinch the attack, clinch the round,
Cutting through.
be as the attacker side. Meanwhile, Mission Impossible will try to defend against all odds because they are now in an uphill battle. One more loss for this round and they will actually lose this particular tournament and be as runner-ups.
And yes, exactly. Now one more win, but of course, Mission Impossible, they're known for surprising plays. Being on the defense here, they might actually win this one. But of course, I just really think Blue Copy is just unstoppable at this point because they're really comfortable with their agent picks, just really holding on to that Reyna Chamber combo. As now they have taken control of the B site and will probably go for the plant. Also with Reyna Crazy MD going overextending.
Planted.
Just to try to catch them off guard. Of course, somebody will go for that push together with Fade. He might actually get killed here. Oh, and Crazy MD takes them out.
Attackers win.
And ending the game right there and then. That's gonna be a 5-0 in the win of Blue Copy. Another flex for the Smirnoffs in their victory spotlight.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Blue Copy for winning Project 160 Double Trouble Tournament, and we can see the victory celebrations going into them as they are racing their Smirnoff bottles. Enjoy, as they are now the champions of Project 160 Double Trouble Valorant. Congratulations once again to Blue Copy. There you have it.
Yes. Congratulations to Blue Copy again. That's gonna be Crazy MD, and of course that chamber, very impressive again. But for now, as we hold on to their celebration, we'd like to thank our sponsors: XtobaL'z Gaming, Aureole Esports, Project CLX, of course our event organizers with CLX Productions, and of course our another event partner that's going to be Smirnoff Mule Philippines and Blue Mint. And of course, seeing here in the scoreboard, again, just really a 5-0 sweep here coming from Crazy MD and Keam.
And as you can see, Crazy MD going crazy on that with a lot of frags, getting that clean sheet against Mission Impossible, a very formidable team, to be honest, as we can see from the previous rounds that both Blue Copy and Mission Impossible have performed as of late. So as we can see, once again, congratulations to Blue Copy for this one, and I hope that this will continue on to them. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, your champions for Valorant Double Trouble Project 160, winning 2-0. It would be Blue Copy. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have our winner right now, and we are very excited. We have been we are delighted to be here in Project CLX Double Trouble, and we would like to thank everyone for viewing this particular event right now, and we would like you to follow our socials at facebook.com/jdgcosplay or instagram.com/jetaguzman. Mike, how about you?
And of course for Mike as well. Of course, thank you again for having me as well. Of course, you can follow me on Facebook. That's gonna be facebook.com/moikers. That's MOIKERS. Again, you can follow me there. I'll be posting soon.
Okay, so
you can see me in the future events as well, especially in CLX Production. But for now, again, thank you all for having me. Again, congratulations to Blue Copy.
Okay, Blue Coffee, once again, congratulations. And this has been Project 160 Double Trouble. My name is Jet, and I am here with Mike. So that would
And
be it for our presentation today. Mike?
and yes, we'll be ending that. But of course, there will be more coming in the future. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Toodles, guys.